Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on bottom left side is the green Sengoku Daimyo. We got Wuhu. Spawn on top right side is the yellow Ottoman. We got Miss Cat. When it comes to the map generation, let's see. Gold deposit behind for yellow, deer deposit here. Stone and gold with some berries here, so pretty congested. Not only pretty congested, but maybe a little bit too congested resources here. But very good. Berries up front, but of course Ottomans do not get improved berries. Immediate military school, large gold down here with the deer deposit and a sheep. And of course Pumbaa, but eating him is haram. Another sheeple there. For green, we do have the gold deposit also behind. Deer deposit is also behind. Really balanced. Gold here. Small gold, small stone here. With some berries in this region as well. Down south, we got Pumbaa and the deer deposit. So there's probably going to send another food cart up here. Here, good number of sheep will being obtained. Of course, got some Dark Age spearmans now being employed in the field. Barracks here. Seems like a pretty late barracks, unless he is concerned about these here. Like regular Japanese, Goku, I cannot speak right now. Daimyo also gets a Dark Age samurai. Here's Samurai here, has 2 melee armor, 8 damage, 100 health. Normal mana arms attack speed. Spearmen of course have 80 health, 7 damage, and 2 armor, so they deal 5 damage per hit against Samurai. So take 20 hits to take out Naginata Samurai. Exotic Doggo demands head pats. Spearmen here will find some villagers. The Daimyo player does have enough gold to age up, does lose a villager there. Town center does get some hits there. Naginata Samurai hitting down south. Samurai, of course, can get overwhelmed. Got a third Samurai in the field. Just needs more food. We've got twin meta race. Samurai here, not in range. Doesn't have whole ground stance either. We got Rokhan. Rokhan provides the passive healing benefit. Also provides 60 population, so big house. A big hot spring house. Ottoman player gets berries. Japanese, hot spring. In real life, what would we choose? Berries or hot springs? Probably the hot spring, honestly. Did got one of the Naginata Samurai. Of course, Samurai here has standard mana arms, movement speed. He does have all 3 of his food carts in the field. One for Pumbaa, which just spawned out a trader. Not on this deer deposit. Looks like this one's on the sheep and on the berries, providing 48. And this one is on the deer deposit, providing 54. So if this one would move down south to this one, it would provide more food income. So would have a bit of travel time there. Perfect. He's going to the hot spring, and he already has a ship for the hot spring here. You may not have access to rubber duckies, but this will do. Just plop that statue into the water. We do have level 1 wheelbarrow for the Japanese player. Yep, removing the berry bushes will probably reduce the food income here. Yep, it is starting to reduce it now. Oh, that made the sheeple going down. We got the hardened samurai being researched. Should I say the hardened Naginata samurai? There's a typo here. It doesn't say, it says samurai, not Naginata samurai, because they're technically clearly distinct units because of different upgrades. Woo! Yeah, I don't think I really... The Sengoku has a bit more streamlined variants of their unique units of the samurai and the mounted samurai. They're actually closer to the man-at-arms, they're actually equal to those man-at-arms and lancer and knight line, because they have to get their deflection through other aspects, among other things. And they don't get access to Odachi like the Japanese variant. Though you can't get some Kanabo samurai. Let's see, tough infantry deals plus 6% damage of the maximum health as bonus damage. So it has a piercing effect of 6% true damage. Interesting. I don't think I've really seen these guys deploy all too often. I actually can't remember the last time I did see them. They are classified as heavy. Can't say what the armor rate is. It says slow movement speed. Same as the samurai. Don't know if they're equal or less. Got some Sipahi here. Sipahi do have higher health than normal horsemen, so maybe those would be quite nice versus them. Villagers taking number hits there from these Sipahi. They had Fortitude activated there. Found us a food cart there. Got a sake brewery now being researched. We'll give him 4 plantation mats for his villagers. And with thanks to the hot spring here, any unit that enters this radius will get a little bit of health for gen, including the Yachties apparently. So out of combat, these guys will get a bit of health going. Villagers getting stabbed here. Yellow so far killed off 5 villagers. We do have level 1 clan, the Horse clan, being researched now, or has been built, which gives them access to an upgrade, improve cavalry's movement speed by 10%, which is very nice. The Yari cavalry anti-cavalry damage can increase by 2, going from +2 to +4. A mounted samurai gets the Odachi instead of the regular samurai, giving them +4 against infantry. Excuse me. There is a Daimyo there. Daimyo gets fully surrounded. He got to be Fortitude there. But now got the regular samurai engaging. Daimyo does go down there. Daimyo Rallying Cry was activated from that Daimyo. Mounted samurai does take a bit of damage there. Do have some archers in the field which will have trouble with all the heavy infantry. Veteran samurai now researched. So I'm surprised I saw the Horse clan and not the Samurai clan, the Link clan. Or Legends of Zelda clan. Big amount of units here. Yellow has army of 27 versus army of 3rd or 11. Not mentioning the army value is much in favor of yellow as well. These cavalry units taking some bit of losses there. He has the 2 imams from the vizier here. And then he went for military campuses. Don't worry about the 4 charges there. That thing's been bugged for quite some time. Spahi ran out of a damage of 11. Green's starting to counterattack. He has a lot of good heavy units here. Archers, of course, will have trouble penetrating any of these guys' armor. They're all at 4. Actually, they could get +1 range armor to get reduce the damage they receive by half. You have the Imams here providing some excellent health regen in this entire region. But due to the sheer heaviness of all these units, Yellow's having trouble breaking on through, but he will win just because of the number of units he had. Destroyed value, Yellow has a destroyed value of 2,800, Green only has a destroyed value of 19. There's Sake Brewery. Oh yeah, there's the 5th map there. Going for some farms now. Looks like the this guy's dropping off gold at the Matsuri rather than the Sake Brewery, so that might be a little bit bugged out there. Oh well. Mid Imperial Armory not going on up. Oops, sorry about that lag spike. Sometimes my computer just does that. Mahed Imperial Armory is going on up, which should give him access to some free siege weapons. We also got the increased range armor than Metra, which is interesting. That was a horrible choice overall. His opponent has not put much range units. That was only meant to resist Talon Centerfire, I guess. Japanese player does not appear to have picked up any relics yet. Oh, here, just Mounted Samurai finds the Spearman. Does take out one of the Imams. Age complete, giving a massive amount of Vizier experience. Got some villagers here which may be intercepted. Number of yellow villagers just being thrown away, looks like. That was 6 and pace there. Mounted Samurai is on engage. Do now some Janissaries firing away, which are a pretty good anti-cavalry unit. 16 damage, plus 11 versus cavalry, and even faster than archer attack speed. Against the Ottomans, you probably generally want to avoid going for cavalry. Unless the Ottomans going to be going for Spearmen, Janissary, and Sipahi. Of course, if you go for a heavy number of Janissaries, you're vulnerable to archers, so Yumi Archer is probably a good call for the Sengoku Daimyo player. But so far, still only has the level 1 horse clan. Yati repositioning. I wonder if he has the upgrade for Yati. Nope. Needs the Yati farm gatherers. Level 2 wheelbarrow being researched by a Sengoku Daimyo player now. Janissaries do fire a good volley there. Janissary here will hold the line, does stay alive, and some of these guys are going to be picked off from the town center, from the capital. We got these four sitting down south, just a paw heave, some a bit wounded, but there's going to be a whole pile of villagers in front of them. Looks like he wasn't paying close enough attention to that. Now he realized, oh crap, there's a whole pile of villagers right there. He has activated the Fortitude as well. Mounted Samurai charging, impales a couple of them. Fortitude allows them to take extra melee damage as well. Do now have the veteran Yari cavalry now being deployed in the field. Yari cavalry have more, they cost more, they have more health, and a little bit bonus versus cavalry. Spotty right now have 145 health. The veteran Yari cavalry course are now up to 184 plus 5 from, or like 5% plus 9 from the horse clan, so they have 175 at this veteran's G. Does pick up the relic there, go for a conversion now. Since Spearmen actually may get converted. Nope, nothing gets converted there. It is a Buddhist conversion, so allied units get plus 20% damage, so these guys are buffed at the moment. Versus a good number of Janissaries. These units are slowly being picked apart. Plus 1 range damage. Villagers heading down south. They ate up all the berries, going for the delicious pieces of venison now. Last gold is being obtained. Got an arrow slit here. No, going for our spring golden place here. Needs also repairs, so I'll say before the spring golden placement. And Samurai or Daimyo does take a bit of damage there. This spotlight will remain. Might as well use Fortitude and start poking away. Green's Villagers does have textiles. Janissary is firing away now. Multiple farmhouses going up since they cost the same as a house and provides the population space of a house. You can just spam them out to maximize the drop-off points. Got a buff there. Does get out of the radius. I'm assuming it doesn't get applied. Oh no, they just have to be in the radius. They don't have to be inside the radius if it ends. They actually get the buff before it ends. Never noticed that. To be fair, you don't really see the Buddhist monks from the regular Japanese, let alone the these guys doing that same effect as well. These Iki monks. I think they're like basically Sohi. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. Mangonel gets a bit of splash hits there. It's probably push way forward. Still really relying on the cavalry. We do now have the anti-cavalry damage from the Yari cavalry, +2. Mangonels do fire volley there. Villagers being brought on forward. I think they have the torches out rather than knights. Hard for me to tell. But the Janissaries, he's not been properly trying to counter the Janissaries, I would say. Sure, cavalry can counter the Janissaries, but Janissaries also like hitting cavalry. Looks like Green will manage to push on forward. We'll lose some villagers though. We do have now the melee armor from the Meter as well. Very good. It's +2. Meter does get shanked. Green killed off 15. Now yellow killed off 13 villagers because of destroyed value. 16 versus 17. So green has a slight advantage there. Suppose the Yari cavalry do get their bonus damage versus range as well. And so they definitely do counter each other. We do have level 1 Legend of Zelda clan. Wherever that may be at. Looks like it's back down here. No, that's the cavalry clan. No, that is the Legend of Zelda clan. The Daimyo is still a cavalry unit. I always get thrown off by that. Of course, at level 1, get increased health. Level 2, more health. And of course, deflection. And of course, you get the levies. Let's see, Discourse, give him plus lightweight blades, spearman move, tempted faster, and get +5 versus workers. That's an interesting combo. Speed would be nice, but bonus versus workers against for spearmen, I guess you can use them as a raiding unit. I don't know how effective that is. Naginata Samurai can occasionally fire the Yumi bows. So effectively like the Donzo or Earl's Guard would get a special range attack every so often. That can be quite interesting. Increase barracks infantry's range armor plate +2. That can be very handy. The more important part of armor clad, I would say. You also make so the arch. Yeah, I suppose spearmen would still be countered by archers. And heavy infantry still get countered by crossbowmen. Well, just a little bit extra durability never hurts. Extra durability, the goal with extra durability. Is it +5 or does it get the +10 replace the +5? Let's see, it's the same for the... Now we got the Takeda, so eventually gets some extra free cavalry. Yari cavalry and mountain samurai have the same levy cost, so why not just go for mountain samurai every single time? Let's see, +18. Looks like it does not stack. It is replace the +5 with +10. That's good to know. So in comparison, then the samurai will have this, even less health than the effects of boot camp available from the abstinency. And I think the improved elite army tactics from the Mongols will still be better as well. So yeah, now I can see sort of why that people don't really go for the infantry play for Sengoku Daimyo. It doesn't really offer too much, I would say. An additional 10% health, and which is nice, don't get me wrong. It probably all comes down to the combo samurai to make them worth any while. It says high health, so the extra health would be good, so it's probably all about the combo samurai and slightly better spearmen. The samurai here offers no advantages compared to the knights or versus other man-at-arms, generic man-at-arms. In fact, they are just generic man-at-arms with a little extra health and possible deflection in the future. Level 2, I suppose the occasional Yumi bow attack would be nice if it gets that research, but I don't know how much damage that does. Because Yumi Archer is not that great, but if it's something like Donzo's or Earl's Guard's effects, like the Donzo's, those spears are anti-cavalry, does double damage versus cavalry. And the Earl's Guard's throwing daggers are really high burst damage and can be doubled up with 2 daggers. So if the base damage is quite high, it could be very nice. If it does bonus versus light melee, that could be generically nice as well. So who knows? Rezapai right now has 175 health, same health as the Naginata riders, the Yari riders. And the Yari cavalry does have 145 cost versus 160 cost. Of course, supply's base damage is 15. Well, these guys only have plus 11. Or 11 with the potentially plus 5. They do have a higher attack speed though, which is nice. That is also affected by the daimyo, so there's a lot of stacking benefits. As of 0 points, looks like all of them is selected. He has gone for the Iman's Military Campus, Advanced Academies. He has gone for Pax Ultima, so he has more villagers being trained that may actually still be in effect. Yep, that's still in effect right now. It's halfway done. Janissary is now firing away. He also did go for the Janissary's company. It's one I generally would say, I know why people go for it, but it just feels like a bit wasteful. Increased spearmen. Increased movement speed in spearmen can always be very nice. You can see here the Veteran Guard Cavalry does have effects as a roll can healing. It is actually 4 health every 5 seconds. It's weird, it's not per second like most other health regens. Level 3 wheelbarrow bring research. We do have the Buddhist temple here. Big deployment of samurai. A lot of cavalry just here. We do have a good number of Janissaries, a good counter right now. A handful of spears for front line wouldn't be half bad. He has 3 on the field, that's probably not enough. Janissaries a little bit fully surrounded. Which means they're going to be in range. He has a handful of crossbowmen help out. Takes out the Magnos in the back. Green has a full surround still. Janissary is still just firing away. It's a Pyrrhic victory, to say the least. It looks like Yellow should be able to hold out in the end. Those has more reinforcements though. Looks actually green does win out. Being pursued there. Does find another spearman there. Down south, do have some Sipahi here. Fortitude should be activated now. He's getting a lot of free hits down there. Over here, found some archers. No, those are villagers. Both sides losing a good number of villagers. Village now standing and fighting. He has used Fortitude as well. Oh boy. Yellow's got all 52 villagers versus 43. Sipahi is still here. Yari counting now intercepting. A lot of villagers went down. Yellow has 68 villagers versus 50. Pax Ultima has subsided. Nice little road there. We're now moving at the same move speed as Musafati warriors. Keep here. We got another town center over here by yellow. So yellow's up 2 town centers. Green has 2 town centers as well. Could build one more food cart. Got some imams here, hitting up some janissaries. Got the keep up here also firing away as well. And now getting some shots there. Janissaries heading up north, those just imams. His janissaries are now heading up north. Being buffed by a nearby meter. The spearman there. When it comes to destroyed value, 37 versus 43, so green has a higher destroyed value than yellow. Number of military schools are here. Blacksmith is supporting all of them. Trying to torch down one of the military schools now, taking a bit of damage. One military school does get destroyed. Spearman Janissaries is now trying to intercept. More military schools being destroyed. This is his primary economic benefits. It's just printing off free military units. This is fortified, no weapon upgrades at the moment. The Ottoman player has a good number of Janissaries in the field. Janissaries are heavy gold consumption, 100 gold each. And so his large gold deposit has 5,000 gold left, and that's his last gold deposit inside the map. While the Japanese player has not even touched 12,000 gold. And of course, the Ottoman player has not researched the trade bags. Plus 40% gold income. 6 seconds victory available for the Daimyo player. And when it comes to relics, green's obtaining 3, yellow's going to obtain 2. And the single, yep, we got the age up there. Sword hunt statue being researched. which will daimyos will themselves will cost 50% less. Increase the daimyo aura attack speed up to 20% from 15. And daimyo's level 3 estates will spawn levies 100% faster. And I'm pretty sure this the levies or shared income across all of them, if not mistaken. This one is showing it there. Big ground spring golden placements on the field being researched by the Sengoku Daimyo player. It's seemingly looking not good for the Ottoman player now. He'll also need to start eyeing for traders also soon if he wants to go for more Janissaries. Elite Spearmen, or elite, elite Spearmen, elite Yari Cavalry. Istanbul Observatory now being deployed in the field, which is an improved blacksmith, and will improve the blacksmith's upgrade to improving the ore from plus 40% to plus 100%, making it so he's able to fabricate more free units, among other things. He also gets a free university from it, so his university texts are immediately available. That's inside the keep here. Got a spring gold replacement there. The secondary towns are providing some fire support. So just popped on out, trying to get some repairs going. Elite Janissaries now being researched. Biology being researched by the Sengoku Daimyo player. Along with all the clan buildings, he's effectively getting his own royal bloodline research. Or not necessarily royal bloodline, but the improved biology from the Mongols. Spearmen now engaging spearmen. More of the military academies have been destroyed. You can probably rebuild them around the observatory. Janissaries have a nice choke point here. Also, the bounty, Yari Cavalry and Spearmen's Exploding Field. The Ottoman player could have gone for a bit more heavy men arms. Right now, he only has 6. Going for Spyglass, going for Elite Sipahi. We have Elite Mounted Samurai Final Gold Collection Technology, which is going to be very nice. I wonder, Gold Gatherers drop off 50% of resources. Does that affect the gold mats? It might. Big pile just research, let's just call it that. These units heading up north. Up here. And starting to torch down that wall segment now. Starting to engage that keep again. It has not been fully repaired. Far from it. He had nearly 1,000 stone. Janissaries moving over here. He does have elite Janissaries. I don't think he has trench guns researched. Or no, it looks like he does. Destroying the secondary town center. Big round of walls, trying to trap all the cavalry. He does slip on through on a brief segment over here. Let's pull back the villagers. So Yari cavalry moving around. Samurai being engaged. We do have now all the Janissaries getting overran by the Yari cavalry. I think one thing that's really helped the Yari cavalry engage these Janissaries is the extra movement speed from that upgrade. Village now being pursued by the Yari cavalry. I mentioned now, deflection just allows them to take one free hit. Janissaries trying to gauge all the Yari cavalry. You have nice urbanized terrain, which is better for the Janissaries. More mounted samurai push away forward now. Daniels have much cheaper costs now as from that upgrade. They have very good stats to boot. Yellow's being overrun, the mounted samurai just being too high quality for him to deal with. I think the Ottoman player's big issue was he just did not go for enough spearmen this entire game. He's also not maintaining enough meters in each of the conflicts, so he's missing out some force multipliers. But I think this game's effectively over. Yep, and Yellow's back to the game now. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.